Cons, we are the third startup ecosystem in the world. In fact, yesterday when I was in the flight from Delhi, next to me was a young man sitting next to me. He appeared somewhat familiar. Then he introduced himself. He was studying in the engineering college, Veer Surendra Sai Engineering College, Bulla there. He said he and some of his friends, about 7 of them, had met me in 2017 when I had visited. I was at MCL. They had come and they met. That time I was surprised. They say they are working on building rockets. So it was those days not very easy to understand that they are building rockets, Bulla Engineering College. They say they are building some small one. They wanted some help, that if they can get some help from the ISRO space. So when I went back, I told the Secretary Space, and they very sincerely interacted with them and gave some help, some project and so on. So what he said, that much has changed last 7 years in all of their lives. He said he would have, through campus placement, he would have joined Infosys or some such IT company. But because of that meeting with me and also the help from the ISRO, he has his own, now he has set up a factory manufacturing drones. So he belongs to Bulla only. Then he said he has now employed 700 people, out of them 300 are professionals. So instead of becoming a employee, he has created so much of employment. So he had a small startup, and it is still in the status of a startup. So I have been hearing a lot about the startup and Government of India policy and many things we are doing. But personally, I did not know actually how a startup works, how a person who has a startup, how I asked him a very probably a silly question, because 700 people manufacturing this, and he said, I said, how much bank loan you get? He said, we are still a startup, we don't get bank loan. He said, but as there, some venture capital, and he explained how he started, what he did. And I also asked him some question, how do you manage so many people? So it was a very exciting thing to know that one person, and of course he said all other friends, all the 7 of them were there at that time, they have all startups, somebody in education, somebody in some other area, somebody Bangalore and all that. But unfortunately, none of them have started in Odisha, any startup. Of course, he said in Gujarat and other areas, more response from but so I think some of you can encourage your startups and some of you can have also. I told the Chief Secretary and others yesterday also, because when we were waiting for a long time at Bhubaneswar airport, that they should see how their policy can change, Asking the same boy who had met me 7 years ago, when he said he had 700 people working, there are, of course, 2-3 of their partners, they call, or foundation, the founders they call, and 300 engineers. I asked him, what is your main challenge? He said his challenge is how to keep the team together. There are sometimes differences. So teamwork is extremely important. Even he explained from his experience, how the attitude which is important, how you interact with the people. He also even gave very interesting example. He said that because they have in-house design also. That's what he said, design the drones. And he has people who are very qualified. Some of them are older than him. He said, when I discuss with him, I don't disagree with them openly. So these are some of the things we must learn, even if we are in the private sector, have our own enterprises. And in order to lead a team and coordinate their performance, openness of mind Mutual respect and humility are essential